How are you doing today? This is the Just a Basic Dude Vlog Reviews, and I am here today to talk to you a little bit about some cheap gear. We're going to have a little cheap gear review, and this is going to be an interesting review. This will be the second time that we have some food together on this channel, because we're going to review these UST emergency food ration bars. It says 2,400 calories in this pack. They're flavored apple cinnamon. Vacuum packed for long shelf life. Stock up for hurricanes, blizzards, tornadoes, and earthquakes. Add to your shelter in-place supplies with a 5-year shelf life. I've not had this for 5 years, but they're only $4, and I want to know what they taste like before I go and buy many more. 29% of your daily value of fat per serving, and there are 6 servings per container. Each serving has 400 calories, with 46% of your saturated fat intake as USDA regulations. The percentage daily values recommended were created back in the 40s by the dairy and sugar industry. Anyhow, dietary fiber, 12% per bar, 15 grams of sugar per bar. So if you are a diabetic, do not eat these, please, because there's a lot of sugar in them. And 7 grams of protein per bar. That sounds very good. With between 4 and 10% of all of the vitamins that they list: A, calcium, D, la 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 la. So between 4 and 10% per bar of each of those things that are supposedly healthy for you. So we are going to take a look at these, and we'll look at them, and we will taste them and eat them, and we'll see what we think together, huh? UST emergency food ration bars. First, I'm gonna have to get rid of my handy dandy mitts that keep me warm out here where it's cold. And to be honest, it's not as cold today as it has been. It's actually warmed up quite a bit up here in the hills. As you can see, the sky's going to darken, I believe, a little bit, and because we do have a storm front coming in, and it's very wet, but it's not very cold. Let's pop these bad boys open and see what we have. There is a place right here on the corner to tear them, and you could hear them hiss and unseal from their vacuum sealing. That is very interesting looking. We're going to have to get us a Ziploc bag to put these in, because I believe I'm going to take the rest. If they don't suck, I'm going to take some of this to work as a snack. But if you look, it is just this cake. This reminds me of a lot of things. It looks like hardtack that we made in high school to study the Civil War. It also looks like Nutriloaf from jail, which is where they take all of their food, they mush it all together in a nasty thing with a blender, and they pour it out and bake the snot out of it. And that really is what that looks like, except it'd have more corn in it, I think. Or whatever. So we are going to definitely have a taste of this. You can see when they say 6 bars, they mean we've scored this with 3 lines in order to make 6 bricks that don't really appear that they're going to break very easily. This is what the bottom looks like. It looks kind of like cornbread. Like if cornbread was really damn hard. It does pop open and break, but we did lose some of it by doing that. Okay, so here we have the size of 1 bar. And I have brought nothing to drink with me, unfortunately, so I'm going to take a very small bite, and I will tell you what this tastes like and whether or not I'm going to continue eating it. So let's have lunch together, I suppose. This is what's going to constitute lunch today, because I don't waste food. Even if I don't eat all of this in front of you, which I'm not going to bore you, we're still going to taste it. A horror rock. To be honest, it's not bad. It has the consistency of a dried dog bone, but it also, you can taste a little bit of sugar and a little bit of apple cinnamon. It's like really hard bread or a dog bone with no flavor that you spritzed with apple cinnamon. It's not terrible. I'm going to wind up eating all of these. So I would give these a 4 out of 10 because they are vacuum sealed. We heard the hiss. They are cheap. They're only like $4 for this 2,400 calorie little package. And because they don't taste the worst, they're not the worst, they're sawdust flavored with apples and sugar. Alright, this has been the Just a Basic Dude vlog. This is Z-Town Train, and I am out. You guys have a great day. Peace.